Here we are again at location. There's been 2 weeks between the previous video and this video, so I'm lazy editing, so you probably not. There's a gap. Anyways, my dad just came. I just arrived myself. We're gonna work a little bit on the car. I got some tires, I got some tea, and a sandwich. So let's do some work. Alright. See you. Starting a little bit late. There's a fresh snow. It's very sticky. I do have a desire to make a very big snowman again, but it's melting fast. So I'd rather not. So I'm gonna work a little bit on the rear brakes right now. And test fit the front brakes. I think that's gonna be a good accomplishment for now. Right?
So Yuri, could you explain what these little square pieces of metal are for?
Well, it's very hard to make a circle with a hacksaw, so I made them square. They're just little spacers.
Okay.
Because this whole thing is done with a hacksaw and a drill bit.
Excellent engineering. That's
It's handmade. It literally is handmade.
handmade means quality.
Oh yes.
All right.
The craftsmanship quality.
Yes. Okay.
And I need to chop the front a little bit down, so it clears the caliper. Time to start chopping. Oh, and yes, I have safety glasses. Yeah, it's a little hard to catch. Also, the holes may not be where they're supposed to be. Try not to cross thread, please.
Yeah.
We may need to clean the holes out on the mount itself.
Right. Yeah.
Because again, handmade.
Yeah.
The precision I was able to get by hand drilling is not the highest. So
Yeah, this feels like it should work.
yeah, it's very close.
It's very close. We're not short by a lot.
I wonder if I brought a file. If not, I'll just have to dremel it out a little bit. Or drill it out maybe.
Yeah, you know what? I think what it is that it's the distance is slightly off.
Yeah.
Because this one threads in fine. I think when we thread it in here, it's going at a slight downwards angle, and that's why it's not catching the thread.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just drill out the hole a little bit so it's looser fit.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be a good fit once it's fit together, but
Right.
still.
Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what it is.
But how much? Like a millimeter or two?
And it's off by like, 2 milliliters or
Okay.
something like that.
That's close enough.
Yeah. All right.
I really need to get like a drill press and a bend saw. Because this was hand drilling.
You did this by hand, didn't
I did
you?
this by hand, yes.
You know, Frank has a drill press in his garage.
That would make it so much easier.
Yeah.
Even tapping would make it so much easier.
Yeah. All right.
Because the tap I have for this is not the starting tap.
Yeah.
It's like the finishing tap. Or like midway somewhere, or cleaning
I'm
tap.
gonna take a picture of this.
That would be nice.
Yeah, we're it's hard to tell in this picture actually.
Yeah, I see the daylight through. It's basically there.
It's basically there. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
So this is 10 millimeter. So I think.
So you made another one of these, right?
Yeah, there's one more right here. You can try this one. That one.
Let's see.
Before, well, it should be universal, so. And the front is in. Right here. It worked out alright, though I did order the wrong bolt. Again, because I don't have the right tab. But, yeah, it fits. The wheel will not fit, but it fits. The distance from here is very...
fit, man.
It clears the diameter, but it will not clear the other parts. Which reminds me, I should put it on and see how much I need spacing. Yeah, let's do that next. Alright, the front wheel is temporarily put in. It will not fit. It is heating right here, but majorly it's heating right there where the pad bolt goes, so the pad doesn't shoot out from the caliper. I do need about a pinky size spacer, about this much. So probably like 1/2 inch or 3/4. I have assortment of spacers, so once we do the studs, I'll be able to just set them and see how much I need and get a quality one. So, but otherwise, damn, it's so big. It's like a wheel on its own. What do you think? Big enough? Or should I go bigger?
You can never go. You can never be big enough.
That's what she said.
But yeah, it's good enough.
Well, for this size, after this is actually going to be a custom rotor, or like a, the floating rotor, so to go that way, and different caliper, because this caliper technically is not supporting this big of a diameter brake disc, but it's very close, so I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean the rotors don't really matter that much, right? We're just running out of pad.
Yeah, and that's the problem. But now the pad will do less work.
Okay.
Well, it'll do the same amount of work, but less work it's hard to explain. So the horsepower of stopping from 100 to 50 is the same, but since it's bigger diameter,
there's a bigger
pad,
surface area of the
yeah,
pad, so you're making the pads doing
the
less
little
work.
the little sections of each pad will do a little less work.
Yes.
Can you just take the wheel off?
All right.
For a second. Yeah, just kind of slide it out. It's not high enough. Okay. And there's this is. Yeah. Well, I need to still offset the caliper.
Yeah.
And I need to switch out the caliper. I have two different sizes of caliper. One for big rotor widths, I think up to like 1.5 or more. And the other one is only for like 1 3/8. And this one is 1 3/8. So the other caliper, I just need to switch out the halves, because the backside is the same. So that's the other thing I need to do. Anyways, let's keep rolling with this.
All right.
Let's do the rear next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Uh-huh. Let's see how much we got. Almost there?
Yeah, just on the bottom, I guess.
Alright, so the back is together. Zoom. Alright, the back is together. So let me take this out. So let me show you if you see, it's very well centered on the bracket here, the disc. It's off a little bit right here because the diameter is bigger, but the caliper is for a smaller diameter rotor. So this had to come out just a little bit. So it's about 1 millimeter above the face of this. And this fits well. So next we need to check is the handbrake, because it's definitely gonna reach, so we need a little extra links. Just a little bit. So let's see if the adjuster has a little bit extra. Alrighty. Alright, so we're happy with this plate and everything fitment and fits well. So we're gonna now permanently secure the plate, but the rest of it will have to wait till we do the wheel studs. So we're using this kind of bolt. Is gonna focus? Is it gonna focus? So 12.9, so it's grade 10 standard. So it's a very nice bolt. Use Norduck or wedge lock washers here. So it's a very beautiful device, very ingenious, and some blue Loctite. If just in case it does have to come off, I don't want it to come off without cutting the bolt off. So there's that, and Ed has a torque wrench.
It's a Harbor Freight torque wrench, so I don't know how much this is actually going to help. But,
It's close
better
enough.
than nothing.
Yeah, and we're gonna do it by the book because, well, we don't usually do stuff by the book, but this time around, why not? So let's see, doing about 40. And let me just double check with my trusty tool. Yeah, that was actually about as much as that. Yeah, it's good. Ain't coming off now. Well, good, but you need a lot more torque to come out.
Kind of awkward of an angle. There we go.
Yeah. We can probably get extension, maybe.
And the ice doesn't really help either. There we go.
Oh yeah, we're working on top of ice.
Yeah. All right.
That's it. That's
Okay.
it. Okay.
All right. So, the car looks exactly the same from the outside.
Yes.
But we did the work. We did a fair amount of work actually, even though you can't really tell. Big brakes, they kind of fit. Not complete yet, but
It's kind of muffled, but
they're there. They're there.
yeah.
There's that.
There's also the back.
Rear brakes
Yeah.
also. You know, we got them in. Calipers fit. You know, we got our little spacers. You know, everything rotates. That's all good. The rear bumper situation is, as you can see, how can I put this? Temporary. I would say we got the crash bar mounted. You know, this is nice and sturdy. This obviously is held on by twine, so it's not. But that's for the next visit. Really, that is going to be the next project. I think we gotta get the body panel reformed a bit more so that we can fit the bumper. And this is all fiberglass anyway. And we found that there's a bit of warping here, such that we can't just put it back together. So we got to reform that shape. Or we can just say screw it, and who
Duct
needs a
tape?
bumper anyway, because we already got to have our crash bar,
We can do duct tape.
and just send it. Yeah, so there we go.
I haven't heard that in a while though. bad. Yeah. Then the duct tape is all in this side. And this is how it's supposed to look on this side. Shapey. Alright. It's getting late, we're tired. So what are we gonna do next, Ed?
We're gonna have that seafood, right? We're gonna have Louisiana style seafood boil. As you can see, Yuri, I did the smart thing. I was planning to eat with my hands this evening all day, so I wore gloves.
I didn't.
You know.
You're smart, too smart. Okay.
But yeah, we'll figure something. They have disposable gloves. We'll
Oh yeah, for sure.
We'll be able to do that.
All
All right.
Let's wrap up, cover it up, and good to go. And nothing really happened with anything else.
There's two things you can do that help it the flavor infuse faster. First is to break them apart, right?
Okay.
The second thing is and then this is the same for like chicken stock too, but it's to start the cooking with a bit of like cooking wine,
Okay.
and that helps the flavor infuse faster.
I'm yet to make any kind of stock.
No.
I'm just usually just buy it. So
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah,
up my
stock
game.
takes time. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like a good stock, well, the seafood, like chicken stock takes like a good 4 hours to really get good. But if you eat seafood stock, you go away with a bit less time. Maybe,
Okay.
You got okay stock in like an hour. And just boil it with some chopped onions, usually.
Okay.
And some other aromatics. You can add some celery. You know.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I want to do it. I want to try.
And then so with this shellfish stock, after you make the stock, then do a basic lobster beef, which is we saute some onions again, some chopped onions, and then add some oil, add a bit of butter, add some add some of the tomato paste or pureed tomatoes. Add the stock, let it simmer, and then the recipe I used actually was to after you simmer for like 20 minutes, you add like half a cup of rice.
Okay.
And then you let the rice get firm, and that's what gets the creaminess. And then you put that in the blender. You blend the rice to blend it.
Like a kind of like congee, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Like
okay.
There are other ways to kind of make a.
So you didn't add like the cream to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I add a bit of like almond milk because that's what I have in the fridge. I don't
Okay.
go out and buy heavy cream because I don't use it for anything else.
Yeah, I only use it heavy cream for like coffee
Yeah.
and make whipped cream. And I don't make that much whipped cream and I don't drink that much coffee. It's a special occasion. And then it just goes bad in the fridge.
Well, that's the thing for me in general for that stuff. So yeah, I don't buy a lot for it. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty lactose intolerant at this point because I don't drink much dairy.
Oh, yeah, great.
Because I buy even less milk.
I didn't know you could just become lactose intolerant. I guess makes sense. After a long time, I wouldn't drink any kind of milk. Every time I would have some, I would be like, crap.
No.
But then I'll be okay after that.
that's really good.
So I gotta try this out actually. Gotta be worth it, right?
Oh yeah. Was it 30 bucks or something?
Only one a pound. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's Chris Tucker.
Who?
Yeah, the Rush Hour guy.
Okay. Oh.
Put it out of bounds. Just leave the ball away.